Pizza, do you see the layer? You see that? Let's get a good dip. Free?
Yeah.
Take a bite.
You can look at it. I seen it. When did I see it? I think it was the other day. When I turned on the TV. Or it was, no, it was my TV. And I seen that.
Happy Friday.
Okay, so it is a Friday night, you guys, and on Fridays when we used to live away, we would live away. We still live away. What do you mean? On Fridays, there was a time on Fridays where every single Friday we would eat something out. So I wanted to put a twist on that this Friday because we haven't done the let's eat out every Friday thing. We have lately been like, what do we want to eat every single day, right? Well, y'all know I have cooked some Southern meals the last 2 days. So today I wanted to put a twist on our Eat Out Fridays. I am making a deep dish, almost Detroit style pizza. Okay. Now here you're going to see me just mix up everything. If you're interested in the recipe, definitely comment below. I don't mind giving it to you all. But I am so excited how this dough turned out. You guys are just seeing the mix. Now, what I thought I did wrong, I did not. I ended up adding everything and then I realized I don't even have my olive oil. So what I did was I literally mixed it all together, covered it up, and I placed it in the fridge overnight. This morning when my olive oil got here, I got the mixing. So you'll see that in the next part, but it's going to be good. As I walk over to the countertop with this level of excitement is crazy. Do y'all see this dough? Okay. So listen, I did use my heated, my heat. I don't know what it's like the heat mat for when you are doing, or the heat, I don't know what it's called. It's like a heater, but it's for sourdough. But I used it for my dough. Yes, I did. This is all the things that I invested in. I'll link it all below. No worries. I'll link everything below. And even look at this, y'all. I feel so fancy. Okay. When I got all of these things, I got them in the mail. I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is how you do it when you want to invest in yourself and you want to do things that are like nice and genuine. Okay, boom. So what I'm doing here, you're going to see me do is add in some oils to the bottom of your pan, and you want to make sure that it's saturated because I want that good crisp at the bottom. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to split my dough, and you're going to see I'm not going to delete any of this. You're going to see in real time me with the look at those bubbles. Oh my God, you guys. If you do sourdough, then you already know why I feel like this, okay? But and look at the ooh, look at that. Woo! I was so excited on the phone, y'all. I was on the phone with my husband, so excited. Okay, but back to this recipe. If you are going to see me in real time try to split this dough. This was probably the hardest part, but I was trying my best to get it as even as I can. And I would think it was like a number off. Ain't nobody got time for that, okay? But what I did is I took and split it up, and then I took the other half and I wrapped it up inside of the cover that I used to cover up the bowl. And I look at those bubbles. And then I took and put some olive oil in there so that I can place it in the inside of the freezer. So when we want to do this again, I don't have to wait. Okay, I could just do it. I could just take the dough out, let it thaw, and you know something that I found out from Jordan working at Domino's is most people usually most of the pizza places usually freeze their dough. If you didn't know, we found it out, honey. Okay, so literally I was going back and forth trying to get it to split the right size, and then I probably should have had a bowl on there. Did I have a bowl? No. Did I follow instructions? No, I probably didn't. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep working at it, because this is what we do. We learn, we do trial and error, okay? So I'm going to let you sit here and watch me fool with this thing for a good 3 minutes. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut all of this out because this is a whole lot, okay? hold on, let's cut this and then we'll pick right back up. Okay, so those of you who don't know, bubbles are a great thing. That's how you get those air pockets, okay? So literally, I put that olive oil in there. I put the dough in there. I caught myself trying to wrap it up. It did not wrap. The way it was wrapping in my mind, it was not wrapping like that in person. It did not want to participate. But, I mean, I did my best. And I still did put it inside of a Ziploc for the freezer, okay? See, you see what I'm saying? It is what it is, y'all. Y'all is seeing real life behind the scenes, halfway edited material, okay? Who's going to tell me what to do in my kitchen? Nobody. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so we put it in the freezer bag, but I did write on there the date, and I wrote dough, pizza dough. I think I wrote pizza dough. And then we moved on to the other one. Now, I was super nervous, you guys, because when I first took and put the dough inside of the pan, I was nervous. Okay, my husband called. So I actually was super nervous, you guys, because it wasn't touching the edges. And I was like, oh my God, am I supposed to like push it? Am I supposed to like move it? Like, I didn't know what to do. But when I did my research, it was saying that literally what I needed to do was just let it sit in the pan. And y'all, I don't know if I over-oiled it, but I would rather be safe than sorry, because I want this pizza to just slide out. I don't want it to have any issues, okay? So what I did is I did a little bit more rolling, and like I let the gravity of the dough like fall into itself, if that makes sense. So then it can like form almost like a flatter shape or a more longer shape rather than just a ball. So I was doing that to see if it was going to work. And as you can see, when I put it in there, it just springs back. So I was like, I was so nervous. When I tell you I was so nervous, you guys. But needless to say, I put it on the stove and I covered it up with a hand towel. I mean, on top of the stove, but it wasn't heated or anything. And I covered it up with a towel, not a paper towel, but a hand towel. And when I came back downstairs, you guys, that baby has swelled up. And when I seen this, I was second guessing myself. I was like, I think you did something wrong. Or maybe you need to just add that other dough instead. Let's just go ahead and add the other dough and call it a day. But I just trusted the process. And one of the things that I love about, since I have been making breads and stuff, I've been learning that you have to listen to the dough, but you also have to trust the process of the dough. It may seem like there's no process to trust, but when I tell you, there is a huge process to trust. Trust me. Just leave it alone and I let it do its thing. And baby, I'm going to show you in the next scene what it looked like. Okay, you guys. So this is what the dough looks like. When I tell you, I am so super proud. Do y'all see those bubble pockets? So it is perfect. It is oil. So let's go ahead and start doing our toppings and everything. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I have versus what brands I use, if that makes sense. So this right here is tomato paste and pizza sauce, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and season this up a little bit because I want to make sure that everything is seasoned pretty good, okay? Y'all know how we do, okay? So let's go ahead and add some seasoning. I'm going to add in some garlic, some onion powder. I forgot to get the garlic powder. I got 2 onion powders. So some onion powder. Then we're going to add in some Italian seasoning. And now, mind you, you guys, this is my version of what I want to do, but you can do whatever you want to do, okay? I'm going to add in some garlic. And then I'm just going to give that a good mix. And like I said, this is nothing but different tomato paste. It is a tomato paste, and it is a pizza sauce. Okay, now my husband likes his sauce a little thicker, so that's one of the reasons why I did vouch for those ones. Okay, and then I'll show you guys all the cheese as well. So let's go ahead and start off by putting on some of our sauce. Now, you guys, if you don't know, I have acid reflux extremely bad. So that's one of the reasons why we try to eat a little bit early. If y'all ever notice, y'all probably be wondering, like, y'all eat like super early. Yes, we eat super early because I can't lay down, and y'all know our bedtime is early. We is early birds, okay? Call it what you want. So we try to eat pretty early. So with that being said, I'm not gonna ton this up with a whole bunch of sauce, okay? If you know about acid reflux, you have to be very careful with red sauce, because any sauce will make your acid reflux act up. Any sauce, sometimes different drinks, and all of that, okay? So I'm just gonna spread this out just like this, and to be honest, this is enough for me. This is enough sauce right here for me, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to add on our toppings. Now I'm going to go backwards and kind of like double it, if that makes sense. So what cheeses am I using? I'm using 3 different cheeses. I'm going to use some sharp cheddar, some mozzarella, and then the Italian mix. So you guys know Jordan used to work at the Domino's, and one of the things that even when I was doing my research, it stated is you always use low moisture. You can use shredded. They say shredded yourself. It is all up to you. I didn't feel like it, so I got this one. But it has mozzarella, it has provolone, it has Parmesan Romano, it has Fonita, and it has Asiago. So this right here is a really good mix, okay? So I have all of my cheese right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the cheese down. And you want to go along the edges, mainly because if you know anything about the Detroit style pizza, it has cheese all along the edges. That's what gives it that good crisp on the sides, where your crust is all along the edges. And actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have the same exact type of style pizza at Pizza Hut as well. So it's not just a certain place thing, okay? This is just my version of a deep dish, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that cheese all around the edges, just like that, like so. And I'm gonna push it up a little bit along the sides, just like this, okay? Just like that, okay? And now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some all in the middle, okay? Just like this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my pepperonis. Now, you can't tell unless I get you up close, but these are 2 different pepperonis. These are your ordinary pepperonis, and then this side is the spicy pepperonis that like curl up just like that. These ones right here are really, really good, okay? So definitely try those out if you have a place near you. And y'all, when I tell you, one thing I do not like is when I go to a pizza joint and I get a good pizza and I ask for ultimate pepperoni or tons of pepperonis and I can still see all in between. I want tons of pepperoni. If that's what I asked for, that's what I want, okay? I totally forgot to put my oven on. You want to set your oven to 450, okay? Our oven heats up pretty quick, so it's okay. But yes, ultimate pepperoni, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to see a whole bunch of cheese all over the place. I want it to be almost where you can barely see cheese. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go through and just put these all over anywhere I feel comfortable or I just want a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to toss these in here as well, all around, just like this. So wherever they fall, I'm just going to let them fall. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some sausage. This is Italian sausage, you guys, and based off of my research, it says don't cook it, to just put it in just the way that it is, and it will cook inside of the oven. Okay, so I'm just going to chunk that up just like that and just drop it into places. So little chunks like this, just break it up and just drop it. And Diani doesn't even like sausage, so I'm not going to go heavy-handed with the sausage. I told her she could just pluck it off, but you know, y'all know how kids do. They always got to argue or fuss about something. All right, so then I have some bacon bits. I'm just going to sprinkle these in my hand, and I'm just going to go around with them just like this. And this is my version of a Takeout Friday, okay? So I think that's what we're going to start doing. I'm going to start showing y'all some of my ideas of a takeout meal, okay? And then I'm going to go back in with more cheese, okay? Back in with more cheese. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more pepperonis. But feel free to add whatever toppings you like on yours. Okay, and then a little bit more cheese, just like that. And then some Italian dressing. And then we're going to add in some garlic, and we're going to pop that right in the oven. Okay, so when it's all said and done, I also added the last little bit of my tomato sauce, and this is what the pizza looks like, okay? I added on that garlic and that Italian seasoning, and currently my oven is on 330 and it is going to 450. So we're just gonna go ahead and clean up this extra cheese and all of this good stuff, and we'll be right back. All right, y'all, our clock has reached, our oven has reached 450, and this is what it looks like. I just added on the last little bit of pepperonis that we had and a little bit more of that, what's the name? The cheese. Okay, I'm going to get ready to take this pizza out, but let me show y'all what I ordered, okay? Judge somebody else. These right here, and I'll show y'all on the back camera too, but these right here, if y'all know, then you know. This is Pizza Boli's dipping garlic sauce. I ordered a whole pack. I sure did. And then I also got some pepperoncinis. My husband loves pepperoncinis. So when we get Papa John's pizza, we get pepperoncinis. Pizza Boli's give you this one. Domino's. I don't think Domino's have dipping. This one right here is really good. But let's take this pizza out.
Barricaded himself on the second floor and was armed with a knife. After a brief standoff, Watkins was taken into custody and charged with murder.
I never think that he would do that to my sister. Like, I have to talk to him, I have to talk to her, you feel me? Like, that, I never, ever.
And
no, not that.
Have you spoken to him since?
No, I wanted to, I tried to, I actually seen him there, and I said a few things, but my main focus was getting my niece there.
Rwanda had 6 daughters, whom she deeply loved, and the family has stepped in to make sure the girls are taken care of.
I got her. You know what I'm saying? I got the ladies like that. I feel like I owe that to my sister. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure those babies is raised the way she was raised.
Eventually, Barry says she wants to have a conversation with Watkins.
I wanna know why. You feel me? Like, how could you?
But for now, her family is focusing on the kids and honoring what.
baby, it's all done. So they said let it sit so it don't fall apart when you go to cut into it. This is called well done pizza, okay? But do you see all of those pepperonis? And y'all, it is definitely coming off the sides. I know it. Ooh. At least it came out easy.
I believe that once it happened, you didn't know what to do. But I don't think she killed herself. Because
Yeah.
in the Atlanta homicide of Mike Henry, suspect Demel Roberts just told detectives he's willing to talk about a murder. Bringing to Atlanta to buy guns with the witness.
Huh? It's good. Okay, y'all. I'm about to take a bite. My husband just prayed already. The sausage, y'all, the sausage look good. Look at the sausage. Yes, it's extremely hot. But look at that sausage, y'all.
Imagine walking into the store with your new food card and not having to stress about the cost of the
Deanna jazzing hers up. She adding everything.
You could receive a food card worth
That's a good
$9
sausage.
as soon as
Okay, let's open up the garlic.
you won't get your food card.
Oh, that's a good sausage. I got a pepperoni. Look at the pizza. Do you see the layer? Do you see that? Let's get a good dip.
Free? Yeah.
Take a bite.
You can look at it. I seen it. When did I see it? I think it was the other day. When I turned on the TV. Or it was, no, it was my TV. And I seen that.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
What'd you say, baby? Happy Friday.
Happy Valentine's Eve.
Happy Valentine's Day Eve. Pepperoni. Get some of that pepperoni juice. Y'all. Alright, listen, y'all.
Light gray hoodie, pants that were khakis. Which way is he walking?
He says the man was headed in the
I got a
direction
cake
of the
from the
victim's
food line. I thought I was gonna be able to eat a piece of cake. Ain't no cake. Ain't nobody eating no cake. This was filling. I had 3 pieces. My husband had 3 pieces. Yanni, how many pieces did you have? 3. She said 2.5. Let me show y'all. This is what is left.
Hey. They broke in across the street, robbed the neighborhood. Just before the murder, the suspect hit another house.
So, is it worth it? Yes. Let me grab a piece so I can show y'all what it looks like at the bottom.
This is what it looks like at the bottom. And this is what it looks like on the side. My husband said his preference is almost, his preference is that he would prefer, he said his preference is that he would prefer a more raw bottom. He like his bottom white. Okay, I like how it has like the char at the bottom. Okay, but with that being said, you guys, they has already started a conversation. It is literally 6 slices left. Jordan will be able to eat, but I'm going to get another pan because technically, if we have company, we might need to make 2 of these, maybe even 3. But yeah, we still got everything that I used today. We still have another setup, so we still have more cheese. We still have another thing of dough. We still have another thing of both styles of pepperonis. We still have more bacon bits. We still have more pizza sauce, everything. So we can make a whole nother one, but this, I think this was really, really good. So if you're interested, definitely watch the whole series of this, what you call it, Friday night, Takeout Friday night. And I will catch y'all for another day.